there, mi gente. It's your girl Jay. Today, I wanted to talk to you about Venus and astrology and why we should be focusing a little bit more on this planet as we go through our decolonizing and our healing work, right? Um, and dismantling the patriarchy, living in the world that we live in, in the middle of a pandemic, and that seems to go on forever, right? And these types of things are like, it takes a lot out of us, right? It seems never ending. Um, we can get like hypercritical about ourselves, about our bodies, about how far along we've gotten in life, depending on, where we think we should be at this moment in life, right? And so Venus allows us to be a little bit more softer and balancing that very masculine energy into with the divine feminine energy, with the softness, with the love, the beauty, the abundance, right? And so Venus planet is very similar to Venus, the Greco-Roman goddess, right? They have a lot of similarities. And Venus, the planet, is very close. It's a social planet. So it's very close to Earth compared to like Mercury, right? So we always talk about Mercury retrograde and how Mercury can affect us as a whole because of how close it is to Earth. The same thing goes with Venus, where they call Venus the morning star because you can see Venus with the naked eye as like a bright star in the sky during sunset and then also during sunrise, right? So it's a very close planet as well. It's a very social planet as well. And so using that energy, because also Venus is about like harmony, right, and balance. And so using that energy to balance out the craziness that's going on, to help us with healing and with self-love and with self-worth, so that we can continue doing the hard work of decolonizing, the hard work of healing, right? So Venus has become one of like my main focuses in the last few months, and I really wanted to share that with you guys as like tips on how to be able to work with Venus to get that softness, right? Because I do feel like we need a little bit more softness. It's really like heart-centered, focused. So like rose quartz is a great stone to connect with Venus as well, and with self-love. I'm trying to think of other things like red roses. Roses are great to work with when it comes to vibrating higher, right? And whether it's just putting roses around your home or using that in the spiritual bath, or however you want to work with roses in that way, or even like a floor wash, right? Or even taking like rose and putting it in like rose oil and putting it in your diffuser to kind of create that scent, right? So Venus is very, again, Venusian vibes. And what does that look like? It looks different for everyone. There's not like a specific aesthetic that you would need because, again, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right? So whatever beauty means to you and how we can create and find beauty in our everyday lives so that it's not so much, heartbreak and healing, and it can be tough, right? And so using that energy as well to balance out, to sweeten, to soften, to create an energy of like higher vibration, so that as you heal, you're also creating abundance, right? As you decolonize, you're still creating something beautiful and creating that harmony between those two pieces. And so I wanted to keep talking about like Venus transits and how to use Venus in your natal house and Venus in throughout the houses of your birth chart, Venus in throughout all the signs, right? So that you can get an idea on how to work with Venus, because if your Venus is not strong, that's when you start getting into trouble with that, lack of beauty, lack of love, lack of abundance, right? We talk about Jupiter as like the planet of luck and expansion, but I was gonna say Taurus because Venus rules Taurus, but Venus in Taurus energy gives us that, right? That luxury vibe, that abundant vibe, that beauty in abundance in that way. So I'm excited to start talking about this. And in the next video, we'll start talking about getting right into like the current transit that's going on right now with Venus, and how we can work with that to create more love, create more beauty, create more abundance in our lives. All right, so I'll talk to you soon. Bye.